on?
It's
'Cause
on.
I don't see you either. I just see Melissa.
On. Turn camera on. It's not covered up and the light is on.
It's probably gonna come on soon. Or that's no, because it did that earlier. Like it took a while for it to.
Okay. It might be my streaming. It might be just the delay. Whatever.
We'll see. But you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Hey, friend.
Because we having red shirts. That's a thing today.
That's a thing. Man, I want to see your face. I need to see your facial expressions.
No, hold on. Let me see. Well, the mic says it's on. I mean, the camera says it's on.
Right.
Sure. Hold on. Cut it off. Cut it on.
There we go.
Okay. Whoo.
Hey, yes, this is great. I'm so excited.
We're live. Okay. I was like, what is going on? Okay.
What's up, Mel?
Are we recording?
It's recording now just to give it some time, but we haven't started the show yet. I didn't know whether there's anything that you want to talk to me about real quick. Any notes before we get started?
Hold on, let me get my water.
Okay.
So, I was adamantly against listening to anything Kanye produced because I was through with him. But then I listened to Nas's Everything song last night. And I'm like, Kanye is a genius, but I'm just really concerned about his mental stability. I mean, we can talk about that later in the show.
Yeah, I'm still upset with him.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't. It's like that abusive brother-in-law who, like, you still with him, don't really want him at the house, not really sure.
Yeah. Kanye. He's, oh Lord. Yeah. We'll get into it. Who is it? Nick
Cannon.
Tyson. And who else? Oh, and Drake.
Drake.
He got beef with Drake. We'll get into it. He got beef with Drake. Talking about talking about the rumor about Drake having smashed Kim Kardashian.
But who hasn't?
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So you got the rundown of the show. You obviously you do because you were talking about Yay. So again, thank you for doing this. Yay. It's gonna be real chill. It's gonna be like me and you talking, just regular. And yeah.
Gotta make sure we protect our brand. So we'll reel me back in before I forget that we're about to be superstars.
Yeah. Absolutely. I won't let it go off the rails. Don't
yell out Ford. So
Ford. Okay.
I don't want that to come back to haunt me. Okay. Jesus.
Oh Lord. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. You ready?
I am ready.
Awesome. Giggle gang, what is up? I'm back. I told you I was coming back. I know it's been a crazy summer. My life has been all over the place for good reasons. But I'm back with another episode, and I have my homegirl, my buddy, my pal from Miami. She's a FAMU rattler. She's holding it down in Atlanta and all over the world with these head wraps.
Yeah.
My dog, Melissa A. Mitchell.
Say the A, baby. You gotta say the A.
Please say the A. Go ahead. I know I gave you a little bit of a grand FSG introduction, but please talk to the people. Introduce yourself. What's up?
Well, I am Melissa A. Mitchell, bringing greetings from Miami, Florida, and I am now have been an Atlanta resident for 11 years. But like she said,
11?
Yeah, it's been 11 years, right? I'm just stay here a couple of years, do something else. Yeah, I bought a house, another car, getting another passport. I mean, I think this is a thing now. Georgia is a thing.
Okay. I see you. Wow, 11 years old.
Yeah. So everybody knows my lovely story. 2014, picked up a paintbrush by mistake. One jilted Valentine's Day turned into a full career. So,
we'll get into that later. Don't spoil it.
I'm grateful that I listened to that small, still voice, and now my paintings are all over the world. So it's one of those things, man. It's just
wow.
Little is much. Yeah.
That is wild. That is so, yeah. I got to get into your business a little later because just to see your growth and I love it. But yeah, so, we're both very busy. I know you're super busy.
Yeah, man.
How was your week? Like, just get the Giggle Gang just a little week recap. Like, what Which,
So
because I'm sure it's not like anybody else's. So
no,
like,
it's not. Yeah, my weeks are very crazy, which is I'm glad I don't have the whole kid's husband white picket fence right now. Well, I have a brown picket fence. They're painting it. But
of course they are.
I mean, so last week I had a huge show with Essence Magazine in Ford. It's called My City Four Ways, and Atlanta was one of the stops where they do food, music, fashion, and art. I did a live art installation. They blew up one of my pieces to about 100 feet tall, and it was crazy. I mean, magazines from all over the city. I'm going to be on all kind of media. It was just when everything was over, I kind of sat on the stage and was like, "Whoa, this was like on my dream board. Like this is my life."
Yeah.
So that was crazy. So that was last Saturday and Sunday, and then right after that, my campaign launched to win a free Ford for 2 years. So I had to immediately go into my PR marketing mode, and I had to market myself. So my friend and I shot 20 mini commercials.
Wow.
Why I need to win a free Ford Explorer. And so it's been a crazy week. So I think it was Tuesday night. I get a DM from a friend who's a background singer for a lot of famous people. I'm like, what she want? So she goes on to tell me, hey, Mel, got a super opportunity to paint a set of drums for a big artist that's going on a world tour next Thursday. So I am spending my Saturday painting a pair of drums to send to Virginia to kick off a world tour. And I'll announce that later. But that was my week.
What the?
Yeah, that was my week. So it goes from going to work to getting DMs, negotiating prices. I'm going to have a clothing line drop in a very high-end retailer in a couple of weeks. People are like, well, where is this? Why isn't this on the website? I was like, just give me a little time. So I'm working on some ridiculously large platforms to expand my brand. So when I am quiet, that's when everybody should be worried.
Wow. That is dope. You want to know what I did this week?
Did you at least paint your toenails? Did you do something for yourself?
Don't stay polished.
Okay, cool.
I was organizing my house. Like I'm in new homeowner mode.
You're adulting.
I'm adulting. Like the summer is over. Irene's travel schedule has slowed down for the time being until homecoming, of course, and then the holidays. But I'm just giving myself the time to like just build my sanctuary and be still, like be still and be focused on this investment that I made. So shout out to you. I love your story. And again, like I said, we're going to get into that a little later in the show, but I love your story and I love the way that you share your story, the good and the bad. Like, and not that everybody should do that, right? But we've talked about this, like social media will have people sitting at home in a state of depression because they think that everybody else's life is better than theirs. And it's like, sis, bruh, it's not, it really isn't. So I love the fact that you are able to share your highs and you are able to share some of your lows, because we don't have to share all the lows, right?
I want people to know. Yeah.
Right. But to also see the love and support. I watch you and I, we talk.
Yeah, we're friends.
I watch just to see like who is supporting and who consistently supports and what's going on. And I get it. Not everybody has to support all the time because we ain't always on social media. Like something that I learned that I'm trying to do better with. It was a lesson for me. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to a friend of mine and we on the phone and I'm like, this nigga didn't tell me congratulations about the purchase of my house. Like who? Like Irene. And I'm like, I had to check myself. I was like, but Irene, did you tell him?
Yeah.
No, you posted it on social media, but everybody ain't checking your social media like that. Like that's
social media is not. It's not a calling card. Like, oh, my birthday, you didn't see it come up on your feed. Like, I'm but I'm not on it. So
exactly.
You want me to be somewhere? You want me to do something? You
got to tell me.
And then this whole algorithm ministry. I mean, you miss it. Bought a house, and I would never know it.
Right, you miss it.
So yeah, you need to tell your real friends. Go back to being a real friend. Text, call, send a letter. Lauren sends me letters all the time. So I mean, real stuff. Yeah,
exactly. So, everybody gets caught every now and then, but I think the important thing is to understand, like catch yourself like, oh, okay, let me check it. Like, let me check myself. But yeah, going back to, just the support that you continue to get and that we all continue to get. I love it. I think it's important to share those stories, the highs and the lows. So shout out to you, sis. Shout out to you. That was a dope week. That was,
Yeah.
I gotta say, that might be the first time I've interviewed anybody and their week was more packed than mine or more
Huh?
exciting. Like I just,
And that
that was
wasn't even everything because I
I,
can't some stuff I can't even talk about, but it's
right.
yeah, it's one of those weeks. I mean, and I think that, and we'll talk about this later, but once you're in the flow of manifesting,
Mm-hmm.
like nothing is a surprise anymore. It's like, oh, Oprah's on the other line. I don't have time to freak out because I've prayed about it for 20 years. So now that I'm in this flow that I've been just asking God to give me,
You got to go get it.
nothing is a surprise. I'm ready for whatever happens. So
You got to make it
I
happen.
don't even panic. I say, okay, cool. What colors you need? You know,
Right.
what's Oprah's favorite color? Purple. Cool. I'm on it. Boom.
I'm on it. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She's so calm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. I got it. Inside, you're screaming.
Yeah.
Inside, you are
I always
yelling.
ask, how do you balance it? What does your life look like? Because I still work a full-time job, and I say, you know, when you have such a long period of time of not having what you prayed for,
Mm-hmm.
you have a whole lot of time to prepare.
You do.
So those quiet moments, I started just pretending like, oh, what if I had this? Or I try to make myself cook a couple of times a week just to get myself used to being a mother, being a wife. So even in my times of not having exactly what I want, I'm
You're
still
practicing. Yeah.
yeah. So I think people, they get mad. Man, I want a new job. Are you ready for that? Do
Right.
you
Are
really?
you ready for that responsibility? Like,
Yeah.
are you ready to make more money? Like, are you really
My weeks
ready?
are crazy, but I'm 100% prepared for it.
Right. I love it. I love it. Well, speaking of being prepared, you know, with your head wraps and your artwork and all of these requests and just so much coming at you within the last, I would say, year and a half,
Yeah.
right? What's the most ridiculous thing what's the most ridiculous request that you've gotten for the purchase of art, for the creation of art, for anything like regarding your artwork and ABL creations? Like, what's the most ridiculous thing where you just been like, now, sis or bruh, what are you like?
Well, so I did a photo shoot for a magazine and they asked me for 2 or 3 pieces of artwork. I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'll bring some pieces. So I get there and we're in like a 1,000 square feet room that all have white walls and 2 of my bright paint. I said, ma'am, how is this going to have an impact on the magazine? She's like, yeah, we probably need more like 30. Do you have those?
What?
I said, I'm sorry. We went from 2 to 30. Luckily for me, I paint as my medicine. So I had like 35 paintings at home. So I had 30 minutes to come home and snatch every painting off my wall in my house to go and decorate this studio, to make this studio look like a New York street. So
What?
I mean, it was insane. I lived about 20 minutes from the place. So I had to time it perfectly. She's like, well, I need you back here at 11 o'clock. At this point, it was maybe like 9:50, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Go home, figure out what could get in my truck, pile all of this stuff up, put blankets in between the paintings.
Right.
Back. The artist was coming at like 11:30. We had to have all of this set up. And of course, I didn't want anybody to touch the paintings because if something happened, they would be liable. So I'm like moving 60-inch paintings everywhere. And we got the wall together. But it was like, I had like a 45-minute turnaround at the most. People were like, oh, that was a dope shoot. I was like, bro, do you understand what we had to go through? And then the paintings had to fit like puzzle pieces. So the 48 by 50 had to be by this. So it was insane. But we pulled it off. But it was like, mind you, I had to work for that day. So I'm like, I got to go back to work. So
Okay.
yeah, so I had to leave the paintings.
Oh, you had to leave your work?
Yeah, I still did work. Yeah, I still had to
No,
work.
I'm saying, but you left your work, like you left your paintings there.
Yeah, I had to because I had to go back to finishing stuff for my for work, like real work. So yeah, that was my day. Yeah, so I had to take half a day, go do that. I was like, well, I still have some deadlines to finish, so I need to go finish those. And yeah, so came back and got them. But it was pretty intense. So the whole time, like, is everything good? Do y'all take pictures? Are y'all good? Like, you know, like my kid, like I left my kids at the store.
Right.
So that was pretty ridiculous. Even now, my heart is racing pretty fast. But I mean, I get calls like that all the time. Can you come paint this? Can you come do this? I mean, people will call me and want like a painting the size of a TV and only have a $50 budget. I'm like, you realize what Peter had on my head wrap like 2 months ago, right? I'm kind of like a thing now. So I had to politically correct, let people know that I'm at the level now where I can say no quite often to work.
You got to. Yeah. That's what's up. Keep maintain your sanity. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That was a good what's the most ridiculous. And this is a good segue into our water cooler notes because we're gonna talk about a few things that just happened over the last week or so. Your guy, Cat Williams. Yeah, I don't know why I pegged him as your guy. I just felt like doing that because I felt like you'd
We have
get
not been
upset.
praying. We
And
haven't been
I'm just.
praying. We haven't been praying for Cat. He's out of control.
So Cat was on the radio last week,
Yeah.
just talking cash shit
Yeah.
about Tiffany
Everybody.
Haddish.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, but he called out Tiffany Haddish, basically saying that she doesn't deserve the fame and the acclaim and the work that she's getting now, and that she hasn't sold out a comedy tour. She's not a real comedian. She doesn't tell jokes, yada 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 yada. So much so that everybody was just kind of like, "Why you got beef with Tiffany? Like, what she do to you? Like, I'm not understanding." And Kat, what are you doing? Like, what's up? So folks were like, yo, is Tiffany gonna say anything? And Tiffany Haddish, being the person that she is, was like, Tiffany don't want no smoke with nobody. Like, she's just she ready.
Please. She's
just excited about life, like, and just be talking. But she doesn't. I don't believe that she has malice in her heart for anything. Like, she's truly grateful for everything that's coming her way. So her simple response was like, yo, Kat, I got an Emmy. You got an Emmy. I'll see you on Monday or Sunday at the Emmy Awards, and I'll give you a hug because you need a hug.
Yeah, he does.
So I was like, you know what? That's really classy of you. At the Emmys, there was a picture that showed up where Tiffany has her. She runs into Kat. She has her. I believe she has her Emmy in her hand. Yeah. And he's on his knees, like basically like kissing her feet or groveling for her forgiveness. I don't know. Only thing that I saw was a crackhead on the ground. That's the only vision I got.
Yeah.
But then fast forward to, I think Thursday, either Thursday or Friday, Tiffany and Kevin Hart are in a new movie together, and they're doing promo for the movie. And Kevin went off. He basically was like, who the fuck is Cat Williams to say anything about Tiffany? What are you doing? He also paid tribute or homage to the other women comedians that are in the game right now who have come up under Cat's tutelage. And his question to Cat was, what have you done for them? Like, you smoked out your opportunity. Like, where I'm at right now, you were set up for this position, and you decided not to show up to work. You chose drugs. You chose alcohol. You decided not to go out and be the greatest comedian after Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence or whoever. Like, you chose this life. So don't come for Tiffany. So I thought it was really admirable of Kevin to stick up for Tiffany. But I wanted to get your perspective on the whole situation. Just seeing somebody just truly be a hater. Like, that's literally what Cat Williams was doing. Like, you sound like a hater, bruh.
So it's a couple of different angles. So from the perspective of being an old school comedian who he still rolls with the Lunels and the Melanie Camachos. Like, I get it. If you were my dog, be like, yo, give Irene a chance. She been doing this for 20 years. I get it. Cat, I do. But as being the person I am, being an artist that has not been trained, I've got opportunities that I have no idea where they even come from. I get that Tiffany Haddish's rise is confusing to people that have been doing it for years.
Right.
And that if anything, I would respect it as I was like, yo, I don't know what you got. Let me come rub your hands. Like, it's very crabs in a barrel, very assimilating to like a slave mentality. Like, why he get to be in the house? Why him and not me?
Right.
It's very sad to see a grown man get upset that a woman is having. Yeah, so what? She haven't sold out a show. So what? She doesn't have a joke. All these different things, but it's her time.
Right.
And I think that when it's certain people's time, it's confusing to a lot of people. And I think Cat is confused. And I think Cat has not opened the doors that people think that he should have. And that, everybody has their own way to the top. And I think that he's very indicative of the old mindset of like, well, why not me? Instead of saying why not me, well, what can I do to be a part of it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. How can I be down?
Like Paul Moody put out a quote, like, young children, calm down, come up with your own network like Oprah. I'm tired of going to auditions and not getting auditions. We have enough money collectively. If 20 of us got together with a couple million, we could come up with a network or a movie or a special. That's what Kings and Queens and Comedy are about.
Exactly. Or make your own stuff. Like, people are like, you know what? I'm good. Look at what Issa did. She was
Yeah.
just like, I'm just gonna do awkward black girl. She did some other stuff before that she to this day is like, I'm no one's ever gonna see the light of it because it was terrible. But people actually watched it on YouTube, and that's what made her go ahead and say, okay, let me do this awkward black girl thing. And
Yeah.
she stuck to her guns.
Yeah.
And now look at her.
Yeah.
Look at Lena Waithe. We didn't know who the hell Lena was until last year's Emmys.
Yep.
Like people didn't see that episode of Master of None until she won. And it was like,
Let me go back. Yeah,
well, let me go back and see what this show is about. And it's like, oh, and now she's the new it girl in Hollywood. Like, make your own lane and don't be looking at other people. And like, I don't know. Pride for me, we're both Tauruses. We talk about this all.
Yeah.
Pride wouldn't let me say it though.
Yeah.
Like, even if I was Cat Williams and I'm looking at Tiffany like, ooh, I envy her. Oh man, why she getting all this stuff? You would not. We had this very conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
You would never know that I would like, nah, my pride won't let me show it.
No.
Back, shout out to Jay-Z. Like
I'm not gonna. And see, for me, wow, Irene just bought a house. Not that I want a house too. I need to go hard too. Cause in my circle, if my people are winning, that means that God is on my street.
Right.
So I'm gonna like jump into the floor of that. You know what I mean?
God is on my street. What?
Yes. We 2 degrees, 1 degree of separation. This is my real life friend. Irene, what did you do to get your credit together?
Right.
What realtor did you use? What furniture company? How did you do this? Instead of saying, yo, Irene got a place. That's crazy. How she's still traveling about? Like, why am I mad?
Right. That's the thing that gets me where I'm like,
yeah, he's just mad.
He's just mad. So yeah, Cat, I don't know. Cat, get your life together, bruh, because you ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Speaking of getting your life together,
oh boy, I already know.
Kanye. Oh, Kanye.
Yeah, man.
Kanye. So Kanye. Oh my God. So Kanye went on a rant on Instagram because Kanye has decided to pick up his phone and take to Instagram. I guess he said, hey, people got to see me. Forget Twitter. Let me go to Instagram. And decides to basically call out Drake, Tyson Beckford, and Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
All in the defense of his wife. So, the rumor, this is the thing. Rumors have been spreading about Kim K and her box for years. Like, this is how Kim K,
her box. She doesn't care.
Exactly. Like, this is how she's made her fame. I'm using air quotes. This is how she's made her fame. This is how she's made her money. Kanye, you have no problem with Kim K being naked on the gram. So I'm not understanding why you now take issue that people still think that your wife and mother of 3 or 4 or whatever is a hoe. Like, I'm not like, yay. So he basically was like, I wanted to say this because people don't pick up the phone. So I decided to come to this platform, Instagram, and air out my grievances. Yo, Drake, you out here insinuating that you had something to do with my wife. Even though you didn't say it, for you to let the rumor continue to go. That's a bitch move. Nick Cannon, he said that he accused Nick Cannon of saying that he actually bagged his wife back in the day. I don't know if that's true or not, but who cares? And Tyson Beckford and Kim Kardashian, they have this strange hate for each other. I don't know where it's rooted from. I didn't care to do the research to find out because I don't care about any of them. But they really got beef. It's kind of weird because the kind of beef that they have, I would expect 2 women to have, but
that's another.
That's a whole nother conversation for another podcast, Mel. That's not for us to debate. But I was just confused as to why Kanye just doesn't get it. Like, bruh, your wife made her money from a sex tape. That's how she made her fame. And you continue to idolize and Google and Google after her, oodle and just fiend after her as if you don't already have her. And then you display her as a sexual figure, sexual being. So if you're doing that, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Touche. Like, do what you do. But you can't expect people to not use their imagination in a way that I guess now makes you uncomfortable. Because I thought he liked people, oddling after his wife. Like I thought he liked it. So I don't understand what the issue is. So yeah, I don't. Mel, what are we gonna do? Because
The thing is, Kanye, I want to say that his lack of judgment really declined after losing his mom. And I don't know, because losing a parent or somebody you really love is difficult.
yes, it
So
is.
your everything you do, it's like a life after death. It's like an AD and a BC, like after mom, before mom. And so after his mom passed away, I feel like he really was clinging to the idea of family, all of these different things. So aside from what we see outside, the Kardashian is a family unit. Kanye has really nobody. So, I have a family. They like me. They let me be me. I'm crazy. We have a good time. So I think that once he got with her, it was like everything he rapped about for me was like null and void. It was like, how you going? But then so that right there from the beginning was like, okay, Kanye, I'm concerned, sis. Like, it's too much. And so fast forward to the now, I think now it's kind of getting uncomfortable because he's now resurfacing, back on the music scene, and he's still hearing these things. It's beginning, as a man, no man wants to walk into a room and their woman is the topic of discussion, and then he's starting to run into these people more and more often now that he's back on the scene. And
Right.
so, well, let me handle this. But if we're really friends, like you said, you can call me. You could text me like, Nick, let's chat, let's chop it up. So to me, it's a cry for help. That's one way. And then it's also a cry for attention to get another buzz. It's like every couple of weeks he comes up with something that's outlandish. You be like, oh, Kanye talking about this. So it's like on the outside, because we are marketing geniuses as well, we're like, okay, he must have a shoe coming out.
Yep.
Like now that his mouth is on, his name is on our lips, it's like, oh, he's the number one trending topic. People are, quoting him and resharing. And so no matter what the topic is, we're still talking about him.
Right. Right.
Even if it's like a small thing. So I think it's just another marketing manipulation.
He does it all the time. And it's like, bruh.
Like his wife, that's what they
annoying.
do.
It's annoying.
So, niggas like, yo, keep my name out your mouth. Like, call me. I'm good. Like, what's up? Like, we all out in Cali.
Right. What's up?
Yeah, Tyson's like, I've been wanting to fight y'all anyway. So,
Yo, Nick was out here promoting Wild Now. He was like, yo, legit, come. It's the 200th episode. Like, come voice your grievances on the show, bruh. But he also made a point to mention, hey, I'm a grown ass man. So you're not gonna tell me what I can't say, but it's all love. Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, and as people are getting tired of, it's like, Irene, keep my name out your mouth. Like, honestly. And it's like every week he's like, who am I gonna bother this week? And I think that people are getting tired of being used as part of whatever they have going on. And even if we do have real beef, like, just call me. Just let's air it out. Let's talk as men. And to Nick's point, you can't tell me what I can't say. And she had a life before you that was real.
Like,
but you knew that.
Exactly. Because he's basically upset that Nick either said something about said something that was true that happened in the past, or let it be said and didn't squash it. And it's like, bro, I'm not paid to run your defense. Like, that's not. If I smashed your wife 20 years ago, I smashed your wife. Like, and that's just what it is. I don't have any allegiance to you. It's basically what Nick is saying. Because I get it. If it was Beyonce and Jay, I think more people would take liberties to be like, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. Because they have built that rapport. They've built that level of reputation and respect. Or if it was just anybody else but Kanye and Kim. Like, people, this should show, Ye, that people don't respect you. Like, people think that you are a genius and you're a musical genius. And I think that you provide us with amazing entertainment. But as a respect level, no, we don't respect you, bruh. Like, I wonder if Ye, after he put that phone down, after that, getting those grievances off of his chest, he thought about that. Like, why are people doing this? Why aren't people not saying stuff when your wife comes up? Why aren't people basically, sticking up for you and just being like, showing out of just general respect? Because people do it all the time. I'm sure you've been asked a question about something and you've been like, oh, I don't even know. Like, and in your head, you like, bruh, I was the lead character. But so yeah, I hope that Ye understands that he just gotta bruh, get your mind together. Like, get it. I know he has an album coming out next week with Chance. Apparently it's supposed to be good.
By mistake, I was listening to Nas's album last
Oh,
night.
by mistake, eh?
By mistake. I mean, but see, the thing is, he picks all the artists we love.
Exactly.
Chance, Nas, like everybody we love. We're not gonna talk about what he did to Tiana, but anyway. Um,
Yo,
so
no,
no,
because you brought it up.
it's
No,
like it never happened.
but Tiana is she's such an underrated artist.
Her
They
first album, you could play it from, you could drive from here to California, have it on repeat, and not even be mad. Like,
and you can do some very grown things to that first album. Again, you know
and
what?
so many emotions. Like, you could tell she was like raw. Like, look, this
It
is
was such an amazing album. The album 7, such an amazing album. And then he drops this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
upsetting. It was upsetting because you're like, yo, and I think she's like, this is what I'm gonna work with it. It's still my artistry, but at the same time, it's like this isn't even my best. And she knows that we were looking forward to like
She's not even promoting it for real. Like she was mad. Like, and I guess her company was like, yo, stop talking about it. She talked about it. She was like, yo, this isn't even what I recorded. They tough. Cut out 2 verses like of each song. Like, what are we doing?
You know.
But yeah, you was listening to Nas.
Listening to Nas, everything. We still have a little bit of that Kanye left, like lyrically, in his artistry, like the music, like the way you put stuff together. It's like you're on a ride, you know. Mm-hmm. Ye is still there. He's a creative genius. He's a marketing genius. But it goes back to being careful who you marry and who you sleep with and who you lay with, because it will drain and take away who you are. And so I think that it's a combination of a lot of things with the denigration of the Kanye West. The whole movement. Love him. Like, he was my dad's favorite artist. I mean, one of the last songs we listened to.
Really?
Yeah, my dad used to, because my dad understood him. He's
Me
like,
too. I love Kanye.
Children of a black mother, you know, boys, like a lot of them are misunderstood when you're a creative genius like that. So you got a lot of different anomalies that are attached with you. And my dad was like, man, he's got to get somebody around him. And so I think everybody was like, man, when his mom passed away, that was his only hedge of protection. Mm-hmm. You know, and now it's kind of like a kid being left at daycare. Like, he's just out here wild now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think I think we still have a lot of hope there, because he's a genius above geniuses, period. But the gift is without repentance. Like, I ain't gonna be able to support you, bro, with the stuff you're saying. Like, I just can't. Like, it's hard to say he's my favorite artist, and then I got to try to support the slavery is a choice thing. So it's a whole.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, I had to.
I put my college dropout. I had to put some stuff up. It's just.
Yeah, I was like, I can't, because people were like calling me. Like, Irene, what's up with your boy? I don't.
Mike's in your face, sis. So what do you think? No comment. I'm actually going to lunch. I don't want to talk.
Yeah, right. Actually, I'm headed to Bible study. So, and then I have a Black History class that I have to lead. So
immediately following.
So I'm sorry, I can't talk about Ye right now. So yeah, so we gonna keep Brother West lifted, because it's
yes.
I don't even know what's going on. The Emmys happened this week. Did you watch? I didn't watch.
Emmys. Is that like I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just watch online on mute, just to see what they wore.
Of course you did.
Fashion standpoint, because I'm saying, okay, this would look good on this person. But other than that,
I was rooting for everybody Black, and apparently nobody Black won. So it was just kind of like. Regina King, and I think the gentleman from This Is Us, the one that plays not Randall. Is it Randall? The older guy, not the guy that always wins, not Sterling.
The older man. Okay.
The older man, the one that plays Sterling's father in the show. I believe he won. Yeah. But so it was just kind of like I was rooting for Issa. I was like, I don't want Issa to be that fan favorite that never gets accolades. Mm-hmm. Like, I get it. You do it for the art. You do it for the culture. You do it because it's your talent. But I do believe that there is strength in being recognized by a committee of your peers for what you're doing. So I don't, you know how people be like, oh, I don't care about the award. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the Grammys. I don't care. Yes, you do. Actually, you do. You're a musician, right? You do, because you do. Let's not act like you don't. So I do believe that there is some importance in that. So shout out to Issa. Hopefully, you know, she wins other awards coming down, and other Black artists win awards as well. But I just wasn't for the Emmys this year. Would you say that you could pick a best dressed on the Emmy carpet?
Wasn't really connected. And I really think that, and I hate to say that, I think sometimes that we're used to pull each other. I mean, I think that African Americans on the red carpet are only pulled to pull African American viewers sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no.
I believe it. That's very true.
I don't. Because, I mean, we get pulled there, we get put on the stage, and then we don't win.
And then we don't win. It's like, what? Why are we here? I don't need to watch this now.
Bassett had on white, right? Look. Did she have on white? I think I liked her look. I mean, honestly, I'm drawing blank, so let's not lie.
Yeah.
Did anybody having a head wrap? Okay, no, cool.
No, so I'm good. Nobody called. Okay, cool.
To my own point, I do enjoy that there are more independent designers being used.
Yes.
I see a lot of people using, when I go to the follower, like click on the dress, the person that made the dress may have 15,000 followers. Like they're using less and less well-known, quote unquote, designers.
You got to find that new talent.
There's a beautiful African, I think she was African. She was really, really dark skin, had on like an orange, pink, purple iridescent dress.
Mm-hmm.
But her designer was just a regular designer, I think out of DC, you know, like,
oh wow,
not using this whole only can use Versace, only can use Dolce & Gabbana. The people are starting to branch out from the norm on the red carpet, which is what I really enjoy. So to the fashion point, I think that it's a wide open range now. People are wanting to choose clothes that really speak to them as a person versus, oh, Irene, you need to wear Versace this year. No, I'm on Real Creations. I'm feeling like a head wrap and some jeans. Like I'm not really feeling it. So people are not really caring about the best and worst dress list anymore.
Right.
So like, I want to wear this because I feel good about wearing this.
Exactly. And I look good in it. It makes me feel good. So yeah, no, I definitely can dig that. And then the last little note around the water cooler. Do you watch Insecure?
Not only do I watch Insecure, I watch every episode as if it's like a whole show in itself.
Okay.
Sometimes I watch it on mute just to see the fashion.
Okay. This is like a thing for you, watching it on mute.
Because I enjoy watching shows from an aesthetic standpoint. Like the shots that they use, the clothing, and then I listen to it from a music standpoint because I know a lot of friends that work on the music side.
Amazing.
I mean, it's a soundtrack in itself.
It's a beautiful the scoring of this thing.
Yeah, they take their time with it. You know, Raphael Sadiq is the executive.
He's a beast. Is Solange not doing it? Because I know it was Raphael and Solange for sure season 1. And maybe season 2.
But there's still some remnants of Solange in there. Just with the choices. But I like that. And I like that City Girls is on a couple of episodes. Like,
yo.
It's crazy.
It's wild. Yeah. So this season of Insecure, I have to say, it's probably, and as it should be, it's probably the best season so far. It's the third. It's beautifully shot. Yeah. The commentary that the show is getting is amazing, but the actual the script, I think the writing has gotten even better. Yes, it's gotten even better. It keeps you on the edge of your seat at the end of every episode. You like, wait, what?
Oh, Irene, you like, give me a minute. Like,
give me a second. I literally have to watch each episode at least 2 to 3 times.
You have to.
You have to, because it's like, wait, what? And just I think the cast is, first of all, I just love seeing beautiful Black people, but also people of color. Like you got Asians in there, you got Hispanics, or Latinos. I keep saying Latinos and Latinas in there. You got every color of the rainbow. But I just love the way that they make it look, because this is a show that's, I don't want to say it's a show for us, but you know how you watched, I didn't watch, but you know how Friends, it wasn't a white show, but you knew only white people watched it or whatever. I feel like this is like that, where it's like, it's not a Black show. It just so happens that all of the lead characters are Black. You know what I mean? Like it's a show that anybody really can watch, but I know that it's really for us, like our age group. We know this life. Like we've lived everything or a lot of the things that these women are that are living. So I just wanted to get your perspective just on the show in general, because we're on episode, I think tomorrow is episode 7.
Bro, we got 2 more episodes and that's
and that's it. I hate that. I hate it.
I'm on 30 minutes, 9 at 10 episodes. It doesn't make sense.
I need 12 episodes, Issa. Like I need y'all to do something.
An hour long. I mean,
hour long. I get it. There's this format for comedies or whatever, but we in the age of making our own thing. Like Atlanta has episodes ranging from 33 minutes to 45. Like they do their own thing. Like, how do we like can we break that format for Insecure? I know it's HBO, but still, like, let's break that format because we need more than just 30 minutes. But
So
yeah.
I think Insecure as a whole, I mean, incredible Cinderella story of Issa Rae itself. She said, I'm going to do a show for us, by us. I'm going to hire all of us. I'm going to write. All of us are going to write. I'm going to own this the way that I want to. And she is uniquely herself and getting paid for it. And what I love about that as an artist myself, she just stuck to what she wanted. I want a quirky Black girl. I'm going to do what I want to on the show. I'm going to take parts of my life, do what I want to from it. I'm going to put it into a script. I'm going to get some of my girlfriends that I know are crazy and funny. We all going to eat.
That's it.
And so I love that her and Yvonne are like friends in real life.
Friend, like close. Like this is my dog. Like this is my dog. I love you so much. So I love that.
It's like, and they root for each other. Like Yvonne, her whole thing was like, yo, I'm just glad to be sitting next to you, sis. Like her, like they're quotes to each other. And it could be just for TV, whatever. But I love that they root for each other. They ride for each other. And on the show, it just makes for a better chemistry. And so I think the show has grown because the people in the show have grown as well. Like Yvonne, you know, I love that she's, you know, sticking to her guns, waiting to have sex. She gets married. That you can have a beautiful, gorgeous relationship and stick to your guns. Like I think everybody there is so morally sound in what they believe. It's paying off.
Yes.
The same for me. Like I'm only doing things because I feel a certain way about it. When I don't, I just don't. And so God rewards the people that are committed to who they are. And I think that
and your gifts and your talents will make room for you. Like
16, it's a real thing. Ephesians 3:20, it's a real thing.
Seriously.
And and people are like, oh, Issa Rae is like overnight success. No, sis, go on.
No, she's not.
She's been doing this for 10 years on her own.
On her own. And that's the thing. Like I talk about this all the time. Like people, I get it. Just because you just found out about her last week, I get it. It looks like an overnight success, but you don't know everybody's story. So don't assume that. Like, I don't know that overnight successes even exist.
It's not
like,
true.
I don't, I don't know that that's a real thing. Like an overnight success.
Yeah.
Then I question what you consider a success and what you consider overnight, because everyone that I know, either personally or from afar, they have a story that I'm just like, ooh, I don't even know if I'm ready for that type of commitment. Ooh, that was a lot of sacrifice. Like, I know my sacrifice is this much right now. Like, so you know what I mean? So like everybody's story is different. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't get it twisted. But shout out to Insecure. We're going to see these next 2 episodes. What do you think is going to happen? Like, how do you think the season's going to end?
Well, you know, the ghostedness of what's the new guy name? Nathan. It was triggering because I've been there twice.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. Cool, we're gonna get together. Hey,
don't do it. You're triggering something. Oh God, I'm triggered. Oh God, I'm triggered.
Sure you are. Just call and check on you Tuesday. Hey, just good morning, King.
Yeah. So you're not gonna call me back? Okay.
Hey, my sister. Hey, check to see if his page. So
so he's not there. Oh, okay, cool. So you still
see? Okay, so he's out of town. Cool. He told me he's traveling. Okay, so I'm being ghosted. Cool.
All right, cool. So you said you were gonna call me back, but you didn't.
I love that the episodes are showing real life stuff. Like my friend, you know, because some of us are married, some of us have kids, some of us don't, some of us are following our passion. So like that balance between still staying really good friends with someone.
And life changing, life happening.
You know, like even with me, like I still love all my friends just as much, but like I don't hang out probably once a month.
Yeah.
Like literally, people are like, well, you put me to the side. I was like, sis, I promise you, I love you to death. Like birthdays, I don't miss them. I call you, I send stuff, but I may not come to your wedding. I may not be able to make the baby shower only because I've asked God for this kind of acceleration in my career.
Yep.
So right now, for the next 5 years, I've got to sacrifice everything to get to where I've asked God to take me to.
Right.
So that means not talking on the phone, or I may have called you 30 minutes ago. I'm probably not going to pick up only because I have pain on my hand. And 2, I got to stay focused on what I have going on. So I love that the show is showing the different aspects of being an adult. You know, Issa leaving her job and being uncomfortable. A lot of us, like me, we go on to 9 to 5s. We're toying with, should we leave? Should we stay? enough. We get what the
I've
really
had to do that. I've had to leave a job. Like, yo, my
just,
brain is oozing out of my ears. I can't be here anymore.
I'm
And
uncomfortable.
left. And
Yeah.
left. Like, and people were like, what are you gonna do?
That's
I
not
don't
what
know.
we like to be comfortable financially.
Right.
I liked it, but see that's what was so tough because she finally found a man that supported her.
Right.
So she's always the one supporting. Like,
Yes.
everybody, oh yeah, babe, you can do this, you can do that. Now it's finally like East, I believe. And she's like, oh my God, thank you. Like, that's crazy.
Really? Okay.
I think I have a man. Okay, babe, you got a
Okay.
man?
And
I can contact with
then
him. Okay, so I'm gonna kill myself. That's fine. I jumped through. And so that really that's triggering because it's kind of like this is why some women are so hard and so I don't want to go out, I don't want to meet anybody new, like
right.
it's hard to get out of that. And so it was triggering for me because being a woman that's constantly manifesting in every other area, when it comes to love, I'm hella guarded because I'm like, okay, what's your intention? Like,
Right. What you trying to do?
because you just saw me on Shade Room and I got
Right.
70,000 likes, or you really want me because you like me for real? So I'm having to really make sure people are with me because of me. You know what I mean?
Right. It's hard. That's hard. That's the hard part.
And I
'Cause it's
told the
like,
guy that I was like, hey, I want to fall in love before I'm a millionaire, so you need to speed this up.
ah!
I was like, no, like for real, like you're gonna have to sign a non-disclosure and a prenup. So I don't know, you cool with that?
Right. Like, what's up? Like, what's good?
But I think into us that are manifesting the way that we are, a prenup on the table is going to be a thing because if anything happens to me and this stuff becomes Basquiat level, you're not gonna get everything if you cheating on me. Like it's not happening.
That's real, but that's real. Those are the type of
No
things that
conversation. Yeah,
because the only person that you can trust is yourself, and sometimes you can't even trust yourself.
I can't.
So I don't know. Listen. I want to be married to you forever, but if you fuck up, like
I'm leaving.
you're not taking half of
What I've like.
Mhm.
I'm in here painting a 60-foot, like a 48 by 60 piece that's worth $4,000. We break up and you got 10 of these. You ain't got to work.
Like no. What are we talking about?
Good. No, I'm not.
What are we talking? Like, did you put in on this, bro? So yeah, no, I get it.
So the show itself, like when it cuts off, like I'll make whatever guy I'm talking to, I'll be like, hey, you watching Secure? No, I don't watch it. Yeah, but watch episode 4. I need you to watch it. So hey, conversation. What did you think about the show? Whatever your interpretation of that lets me know where your mindset is. So it's like a really good
gauge.
It's a good adult conversation starter, like stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
It's on TV now. So what you think about that? Oh, so you think Daniel was cool with that?
Yeah.
Lawrence is cool. So I really feel like Lawrence may kind of slide back in there. Like
I think he will. I thought that the growth. You said what?
I kind of want them back together. I don't know. It's
See,
like
at first I didn't want them back together. At first I wanted them to get back together, but I feel like with the level of relationship that they had and the way that they broke up and everything that went into their breakup, I felt like they needed some considerable time apart. Time to be with other people, time to find themselves and realize, okay, and find their way back to each other, right? Yeah. And it appears, Insecure don't give a fuck about our feelings. They'll lie to us the whole season and something else happened. But it appears that they have found themselves sooner than I thought that they would, because when they didn't tell us what happened at they did tell us what happened at the convenience store, but it was kind of like, okay, now what? And then they meet again at the baby shower, and their interaction at the baby shower, I was just like, this is amazing, because they both grew. They both have had shit going on in their lives, but there was no animosity. They could actually be cool and have little kiki, have little kiki with the ex.
It wasn't even overly sexualized. Like,
it wasn't.
Kind of like, yo, I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you could tell that they were both. I feel that they both know that they have feelings for each other, because those feelings don't just go away from a relationship of 5 years.
No.
But they were adult enough and responsible enough to hold that in. Not that they were fighting to hold it in, right? But they were like, you know what? But we can't go there. Like, if anything, this is my friend. Like, I want us to have a cordial and friendly relationship. And I really appreciated that in this episode. So I don't know. I feel like the end, I feel like the next couple of episodes, or at least the last episode, may be a fast forward.
Yeah.
To a couple of months later, maybe even a year or so later, just so that some time can pass so we can see. It
Yeah.
can really set us up for season 4. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's that the show is great. I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
I'm excited. I'm excited about the growth of the show, the growth of everybody on the show, what's to come. And I'm excited about the conversations that we're forced to have now, that we wouldn't ordinarily have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, because like now, I mean, we need like the whole conversation sounds like, man, like, would I get back with my ex? Because I've had those interactions where it's kind of like, oh, I kind of like him again. Like,
right.
It's okay, because if we're growing to different places, it's okay to kind of revisit, because now we may be falling in love with different people.
Exactly.
And I think breakups and cheating and all these low moments are necessary to get to the Issa that she is now. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I definitely feel you on that. Like you have a different perspective and a different level of respect for people's shortcomings, because you have now seen those shortcomings in yourself. So it's like, ooh, let me check myself. And yeah. So yeah, shout out to Insecure.
Yeah, I'm out of my feelings. Girl, let me get out. I gotta get off here. I gotta call somebody.
Don't do it.
Been fighting.
Don't do it, sis. Don't do it, sis.
You going to homecoming? Me too.
Oh, for real? You gonna be at homecoming? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Crazy. Mo, part of it, no, just go a size down. Yeah, it's time. Yeah, bring out the Raptors. Everything is a size smaller. Everything.
I walk in the mail at homecoming. Dog, what you got on? What? I mean, you look good.
Yeah,
I'm here for someone.
Yeah,
What?
You hold my purse? Okay, I don't.
No, I'm not. I'm not holding your purse. Like, no, Mom, leave him. Get off of him.
That tight.
Get off of him, sis.
Get a room. Oh, we have one. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, cool. So y'all like to get okay.
Okay, together.
All right, cool. I'll see you on the set.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Mel.
Yes.
ABL Creations.
Oh man.
How did we get here? How did we get to where you are now? You were featured in Essence magazine. You were featured at Essence Festival.
Yeah.
You got Lupita wearing your wraps around her waist. Like you have all this greatness coming your way. Tell us your story. Like take us down memory lane. Like how did all this start, and what did you think was going to happen? And we talked about the Kanye West, him processing loss his own way. So lost my dad. I don't talk about it often without getting too emotional. He had a massive stroke. I was on the phone with him. He fell into the Bluetooth, so I listened to him actually transition, never knowing that was the last conversation he would have on earth. So that kind of stuck with me. My mom's like, you were the last one to talk to your dad, because I kind of blocked out the whole day. And I'm like, I think I'm a little effed up from this. I think I'm a little. And so after I finally said, I need some help, this is not going to work. And so finally got a new job, hated that, because it's just nothing quite filled the hole of talking to dad every day, hanging out with him, going to the studio. He was also an artist. He was a musician. So all the things that I was a direct reflection of him. So super emotional about that. So he died in 2010. 2014, I'm home during that snowstorm. Like I'm tired of coming home and going to work. That's just, it's not enough. Heard God tell me to paint. I had made some earrings the year before, because nothing ever matched the kind of craziness that I would wear. So I would have to kind of like customize earrings. Made some gifts to my little sister. She had just crossed a sorority. And I'm like, paint? I don't paint. Like I do creative stuff. And I heard God say paint. I went and got those old brushes, had to clean them off. Started doodling on some wood, and I was on Instagram like, well, before we lose power, this is what I'm doing during the snowstorm. Somebody's like, DM me and was like, yo, I'll give you $25 for that. Oh,
I was like,
you do what?
$25? If I do this 10 times, that's a car note. I could put that towards a light bill. So I started doing that 20, 30 times. The snow clears out. I go get all these supplies from Michael's, just randomly watching Martin reruns, painting, watching all kind of random TV. So I get the attention of a boutique owner here it's called Moods Music, one of my favorite places. He's like, I'll carry your pieces, whatever you make, I'll carry it here. I'm like, okay. I'm like, does he know I'm going to do this? I was like, okay. So happens I run into a guy over a place called Funk Jazz Fest, like a big festival here that's at Tabernacle, really dope spot. He had one spot left in the show. Let me do that. I go to that show, sell maybe one piece out of the 70 that I bring.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, yeah, I'm not really an artist. Y'all good. This not really for me. Not really selling stuff. I don't know. It's cool. So
I'm not an overnight success, so fuck this.
So it's cool. I sold 3 pieces in 2 months. I'm good. So kind of discouraged in the beginning. But I'm still painting the whole time. I'm like, well, maybe I'm just not meant to sell. Maybe this is just my therapy. I'm still, so at this point I have 100 paintings laying around the house. Painting. I get calls to do shows here and there. 2015, I get called to do a mural at M-Bar. That's a like viral success. People are doing selfies, going crazy, all of that. So this whole time I did the big chop for my hair. And I'm like, man, I need to figure out how to wear my hair in these little bitty twist outs and not look like a primitive woman, but I still want to be cute. So,
not a primitive woman.
I mean, you know, I don't want to say slave, but you know, I said it. So I said, man, it would be dope if I could wear my art on my head while I paint.
Wow.
And so this is at the end of 2015 going into 16. So I reach out to like Spoonflower, which is like it's a website that makes your art into textiles. I was like, this ain't really it. So the whole time, this is like January, February. I get a DM on Instagram like April of 2016 from a mom and pop shop. They just moved to Atlanta from Tennessee. Hey, we love your work. We think it'd be dope on fabric. I was like, hey, is this a scam? I'm not interested. Don't play on my phone. He was like, no, seriously. So I send them a sample artwork with my name, Melissa Mitchell sample, written on it, all big bold letters.
Right, like you're not gonna steal my work. That's the Miami in you. You know what it is.
I'm still on that level. Right. And so send them that.
And from the islands, come on now, you don't.
I don't trust myself.
I don't.
So I get there, I send them a sample. They're like, hey, we're over here by Cumberland Malls. Okay, it's not too far from my job. So I go over there. They have socks laid out, towels, fabrics, all this stuff, my artwork. I start crying. I said, oh my God, this is what I've been praying about. He was like, yeah, this is what we do. It's called sublimation. We do this, we make this stuff. I was like, well, I want to make head wraps. He's like, oh, we know a certain kind of fabric. Here's the swatches of fabric. So I still got my government badge on my neck in my long work dress. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is like a company. Am I like starting something? So for the next 3 months, we're back and forth between California, Chicago, North Carolina, and New York getting fabrics. The first fabric came back like July, August, 2016. I'm crying. I'm hysterical. I'm like, y'all, I got real head wraps. I go to homecoming, fill my purse with 100 head wraps, like packed up. I sell out in like 2 hours of all of my head wraps. People meet me off a Wanish way. I'm like,
I remember.
So I made all of my money back 3 times in 2 hours.
Wow.
My mom said, you know, this is like a business now, right? I was like, I think so. So me and my sister scurry and come up with a logo. We come up with a logo. I have to hurry up and come up with a website. I had to teach myself how to do a website in like 3 days because people are like, we want more. And I'm like, go to this website. And it's like my Instagram page. I'm like, I need a website. I put together a whole business in 3 days, get my head wraps back done, maybe another 200. Those sell out in another hour. I was like, okay, I think this is a thing now.
Wow.
I had to go with $10 on my prices just to try to control demand. People still are buying 10 at a time. So I've sold at this point over 1,000 head wraps to about 8 different countries. They're all over the United States. I have my own hashtag. People know to go to, ABO Creations, my own, like people know. I DM'd Lupita's stylist like in November 2016 thinking, oh, he was like, yeah, he said, we love your stuff. She would love it too. I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, Lupita, I'm with her now. I'm sorry. What?
Sir, excuse me. Wait,
so I mail the stuff to London. Apparently she's wearing it this whole time. Never know. He's like, check your DM. It's Lupita twirling in a head wrap going to one of her sets. I'm like, this is insane.
What?
Yeah, so she's wearing a head wrap, and then fast forward to 2017, she's on a Vogue photo shoot, her Vogue travel diary.
Vogue.
She's wearing the head wrap. Yeah, Vogue. Not like Tallahassee Democrat, which is great.
Melissa, shut up, dog. Shut up, man. Shut up.
It's on the website.
Nah. Because you basically, my stuff is in, the highest fashion magazine in the world. It's just a little magazine called Vogue. A little publication named Vogue. What?
Yeah. What? So rewind back to 2014. sold maybe 5 paintings, maybe 10. Discouraged as F,
Yeah.
maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to do. If I would have put the brush down, I wouldn't have bought my house. I wouldn't have had my car. I wouldn't have had this job. Like,
you got to keep going.
And that if nobody takes anything else away from this, like just because it's not going the way you want it to go, doesn't mean it won't go the way you want it to go.
That's it.
That's
you know, many times I used to be like, you know what, I maybe I don't need to do the show. Maybe I just need to. No, what are you talking about?
When they call you and say, "What have you done?" Oh, I have 200 episodes. Like always.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you interview who now?
Overnight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to who? Oh, okay. So you have
overnight.
Oh, overnight. So you had just Mona Scott just on your show.
Yeah.
Oh, you talked to Tisha Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Tashina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you did Essence. Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah. Don't put it down. You got to keep going. You have to keep going.
I mean, even when you say Essence last year, no, what was this? 2017, went to the Essence Festival. I took like 20 paintings. I had 100 head wraps. I'm dragging my stuff around. I sold maybe 2 paintings and 4 or 5 head wraps. I was okay. Well, it's all good. Hella discouraged. We drive home from Essence.
I know that can be discouraging, especially you going to Essence. You're like, oh, everybody's going to buy them. And it's like, no.
I put out $5,000. I was like, oh, I'm paying. No, y'all good. I got the hotel. I'm renting a car. We good. I was like, I'm in there. I don't know. Oh, God.
Friend, remember when I said it?
So my mom was like, no, be not discouraged. She spread out scriptures. Mom, we good on the Bible. I got it. I'm fine. She told me the whole time we're driving back, on the road, I'm like, I thought this would be different. God showed me that I'd be in Essence magazine. Why am I not in the magazine? So I'm, hella discouraged, talking to the guy I'm dating. He's like, Mel, stay encouraged. You're good. So I was like, I'm still keep paying. I'm still keep doing it. So get home. This is like August now, because July we got back. August, I get a DM. Hey, Melissa, there's a guy who wants to talk about some art. They're having a show here. I'm like, okay, another show. They ain't gonna buy none, but yeah, I'll take it, whatever. He's like, hey, I'm gonna connect you with the marketing director for Essence Magazine. They're gonna put you in this show that's coming up in September. I'm sorry.
What magazine again? Come again? Sir? What you say?
So I'm hysterical. I call my mom. She said, girl, call the boy back. See what they want.
Calling me.
Call the boy. Get off the phone. You call the boy. I was like, hey. He's like, yeah, we're going to loop you in on a conference call. Our team out in London. I said, I'm sorry. Am I agreeing to this? He said, oh, yeah, you're our chosen person. We've already watched you on Instagram. We've already seen you. Mel. So they saw me the whole time. They saw me at Essence. They saw me with my stuff. They saw me, showing all this stuff. So even with all the momentum I was having, I'm thinking nobody was getting it. Somebody was watching me the whole time.
You have no idea who's watching you. I learned that firsthand this year. You have no idea who is watching you. Who is watching you?
I painted a dining room, like a really dope dining room table. It's at one of the headquarters. They use it as their conference table.
Of course they do.
The Ford piece I painted is at Ford headquarters in the CEO's office. I mean, so it went from, man, I didn't sell any artwork. I'm on the page 65 of Essence of 2017. 6 + 5 = 11. May 11th. 11 is my number. So all these deliberate correlations that God gave me, like if you would just let go of the wheel, I got it. Like I got it. It's good. And so fast forward even to now, the show they had just this last weekend, I wasn't the original artist. They had other plans, but they were like, you know what, just call Melissa. She needs to do it. So within a week, I went from just attending to now being on the website, on the shooting a commercial, having live art in there, taking one of my pieces and turning it into a 100-foot piece of artwork. So it was kind of like God saying, whatever is yours, it won't fit anybody else.
Wow.
They won't answer the phone.
They won't. They want you.
It's not for them. It wasn't for them. And so my whole art career has been literally serendipitous moments where I know it's God. It was almost like God, like, what's good? I told you, bro. Like, I can see God peeking through the cloud, like, see, you want to listen? You good? And so every failed relationship, every job that I've lost, every U-turn, every no, every friendship that foiled, everything made sense. Like even losing my dad, now I'm like, wow. So he knew he had to die for all of us to man up to be the woman we need to be.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he knew that if he stayed around longer, it was kind of like he had to sacrifice himself. You know what I mean? So it's like everything leading up to the now made sense. It's hella painful. I still cry at least twice a week. Hell, I tear it when we hang up with this, but it's like all of those tears have a purpose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so seeing my mom flourish now, even after losing her, one of her best friends, my dad, and we found my grandmother, my other grandma. So we had a lot of loss. People don't know all the stuff that we kind of don't post.
Yeah.
Why are you so happy? You got a quote up every day. I was like, bro, if I don't put this quote up, I'm liable to pass out. Like, I have to put the quotes up.
I might go into a severe state of depression. So let me put my quote up. I appreciate it.
It's
no, this is wild. Like, I'm listening to your story, and I even though I know I knew about 90% of your story, I did not know about the way that your father passed. But you know, of course, my continued condolences to you and your family, because I know how much he meant to you. You do not shy from letting folks know about Big Mitch. You do not, you know. So I definitely love you for that. But I'm hearing this story, and for folks who don't know, they're probably like, yo, this is a great story. This is amazing. Like, yes, it's serendipitous, of course. It's the highs and the lows. But y'all, that's not it.
No.
There's so Can you please tell us about Spanx? Like, just
God.
Talk to us, please, because
thing, like I'm obviously skipping all the parts. Like, so much has happened. Like, my sister has to keep my resume updated because she's like, bro, you forgot to put down when you went to the museum. I was like, oh, I did do 2 museum shows this year. Like, what?
Yeah.
Spanx. So Spanx put out this contest called Illuminate Her Bra Contest. So rewind. Sarah Blakely is an art collector. When she first made her big first million, one of her good friends is an artist. She bought a piece of artwork from her. She's like, this is the thing. I'm a millionaire now. I'm going to buy some art. And she said, one day I'm going to turn bras into artwork. And so she kept that promise to that first artist. She put one of her pieces on a bra, one of her good friends. That was the first one that came out last year. It was a success. It was like a limited cap, so maybe like 5,000 bras globally. Then she found another girl. It went okay. And then she said, we should do like a global search for an artist, whatever. So that's when Melissa meets Spanx, right? And so puts out this contest February of this year. I see it come across my email. People are saying, I was like, girl, I don't want to be on a bra. That's weird. Like, I don't know if I want to be on a pair of panties. So I'm saying, I'm emailed it to myself 3 times at this point. I need to apply for this on Saturday. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm a master procrastinator. As much as effective as I am, like, I ain't call my mortgage company now to deal with something. I leave stuff to the back burner. So March 26th? I have a photo shoot with an artist. He was like, hey, what do you have coming down the pipeline? I said, it's this Spanx thing, but they only paying X amount of dollars. I mean, it's all right. He was like, why did you apply? He was like, all you got to do, you got art laying around the house. I said, I know, but like, I mean, they ain't going to pick me. My stuff too bright. He was like, just apply. You'll never know.
Right. You never fucking know.
So I come home. I'm like, bro, what am I going to put on a damn bra? This stuff is so bright in here. So I literally go in my kitchen to take a piece of artwork, take a picture of that on my iPhone. I have one piece in my kitchen, one piece in my living room, and one piece in my bedroom. Those are the 3 that I submit, right? I go to sit down at my computer crashes. Cool. Hey, God, you told me to apply for this. Computer's crashing. What's the deal? So I say, yo, I call my sister, my publicist, my everything. Mo, I need you to get on the computer. Girl, I'm on here now. What's up? I'm going to email you my application for Spanx, see if it goes through. Hey, I emailed it. I didn't get an email back. I guess it went through. Let me call you back. I'm on the phone with my man. Oh, okay, great. Okay. I'm having a meltdown. This is at 10:35. It's due at 11:59. It's due at 11:59. It's 10, almost 11 o'clock. So I'm like, oh God. I said, I waited too late. My life is over. Oh my God. So I'm having a meltdown, a Taurus meltdown. I'm in the house with myself, crying, pacing the floor.
Yo, a Taurus meltdown is not a good meltdown.
It's literally like when the bull comes out of the gate, it's over. Everybody's dead. Everybody.
Yeah. Anybody can get it. Like but the thing is that but then you apologize.
Hey, y'all want to get something to eat? Y'all good? Oh, are you still bleeding? Did I do that? Everyone's like,
why are we so crazy? It's like I didn't really mean that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's because I love you. I mean,
yeah. But yeah, do you want something to eat? Because I'm going to go get some food. Like, you good?
Yeah. I mean, we can get sides too.
Yeah.
So that happens. So I am at work, my lovely mundane job. Get a DM. Hey, my name's Karen from Spanx. We're trying to get in contact with Melissa Mitchell. We don't know if this email is right. I was like, I'm sorry. Spank? She's like, yeah, I just want to update you on something. Just check your email. So I sent her the email. Hi, you've been selected as the top 3 finalists from our global wide search for the. I'm like, I'm sorry.
What?
I immediately had to leave for the day. I said, hey, family emergency. Well, I said, girl, so God be the glory. So I'm hearing the whole sermon. I call Mo, she's screaming and crying. Call my best friends. Everybody's losing it. I was like, y'all, if I'm in it, I'm winning this. I'm winning it. Got
it. That's it.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna win it.
I have to. There's no other way.
So me and my homeboy Ryan go and shoot our own commercials. I come up with my own content, like, yo, vote for me. Like, period. Like, you gotta vote for me. So we put together all of this stuff, social media content. They put me on a website. I'm on a global search. I have so many votes that FAMU's network broke the darn.
Of course it did.
We like broke the server.
That's what we do. I keep trying to tell I tell the Giggle Gang every week, yo.
We broke the search. She's like,
it don't get no better.
Yeah. So my birthday's May 11th. It's a national holiday. It's a thing. So I go to Cancun.
It's after May 3rd, but I get it. Listen, we have this thing. We have this thing.
Same week.
It's all good. Like we're in the same boat. It's all good.
The 11th is better. So
yeah. It's that I think my connection's bad. Conversation.
Oh no.
Interview over. Boom.
So I go to Cancun for my birthday. There's like, when you'll come back, you'll have some crazy news. Just be ready for it. So the votes are coming in. I get back. She's like, hey, we can't post it yet, but you won. We're sending you a contract. You're officially a Spank so-and-so. I said, I'm sorry. Sarah can't wait to meet you.
Sarah, wait, Blakely?
I'm sorry. I immediately free. I'm like, this is like a casual Friday at work. They're thinking I'm outside talking to my mom about something. I was like, bruh, I wasn't even going to apply.
That's wild. That's wild.
All over the world. I'm going to be in Neiman Marcus. What's the other one called? Lord. Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom. I'll be in airports from Japan all the way down to Key West. I will have my own runway show. I get 10 bras of my own. And not only that, they're making my own exclusive pair of underwear to match the bra. We're considering other items as well. But it went from me barely even applying to now sitting with Spanx in a boardroom when I am approving the straps. I am approving the crotch on the underwear. I'm approving the cups on the bra. I'm approving every buckle that goes on the bra.
Every detail. Yes.
The picture that I'll use on the bra. I get to choose my own campaign for $1 billion business. A little black girl from Miami that just refused to wear all black, So it's even talking about it's like, is this my life?
Yes, it is. Sitting that, sis. It is.
I am in awe of what God can do. That's why I say little as much is my story. Like, never trained. I had to teach myself how to even use Illustrator that day. She's like, yeah, we're going to send you an AI file to superimpose the bra with the art. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Mom, do you know how to? She's like, no, I'm Googling superimpose art on cutting. I'm like teaching myself. So within 2 hours, I taught myself how to put the artwork on the bra.
Listen,
they sent me.
Listen, God will put you in positions where you will learn it. You will teach yourself how to be a damn plastic surgeon if you have to.
Laptops out at this point. Okay, the big screen. Okay, move the bra. I got the design laptop and I got this other one. So I'm laying all of this stuff out. And I taught, she's like, yeah, that was so quick. I was like, yep, it's crazy. I'm like, is it right? It's perfect. I was like, yay.
Listen, but you know where you get that from though, right?
Listen, you already know.
It's just, it's I don't know. It's
beyond.
It's the drive, the perseverance, just the tenacity. And I think that, of course, your upbringing and your family and all that great stuff, but there's something about being a FAMUan where you're like, when you're faced, when your back is against the wall, you're like, that's cool. I like my back against the wall. Watch me work. Watch me.
Honestly.
So
that happened. We're not going to talk about my New York Fashion Week debut 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we are. What are you talking about?
So speaking of FAMU, Lauren was like, hey, I got a really crazy proposal on my table. I want you to pull it off. I was like, Lauren, I've never done that. She's like, yeah, well, you're going to pull it off. I've already signed you up. I was like, hey, she's like, no need to put a proposal together. Go ahead and start vetting costs. I'm like, Lauren, I got to work. She's like, yeah, you need to take off. It's a thing. So within a month and a half, Morgan, one of Lauren's other good friend, is my stylist. I am
Yes,
the artist.
my good friend.
I pull another FAMU in to make the dress. We bring to life a New Orleans themed wedding made out of artwork for the runway for Cantu Hair Company, and we brought it to life, and it's been a talk of the town ever since we debuted it. And people want to buy the dress off the model, which is actually in my house. It's not for sale because it's going to be my wedding dress. But it's just insane to see how God took something. So mind you, the painting that was on the dress, I had in the show that nobody bought. Nobody bought the painting.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what? This one of the dopest ones? And he's like, yeah, I had a buyer. He was coming to pick it up. He's like, yeah, I ain't better do with my money. I said, cool. I'm pissed because I want to pay some bills with that money. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna bring it home.
That's cool.
So Lauren calls me with a theme. I was like, bruh, I have a whole collection that matches this theme. What about this? She's like, that's exactly the color that we need. We moved forward with that painting, ended up fitting the exact thing that we want to do. So I was already ready for the next call that came. So I had to get that no to fit this current theme. So it's like it was orchestrated all in God's timing. So again, it's all about being okay with the closed doors because there's a reason why you're being held in that space. Like God wants you to sit still because something else is coming.
That's it. Right? That's it. Yo, Mel, your story
is crazy.
It's wild. It's ever changing. It's ever evolving. And it's so inspiring. And I just have to say, thank you for sharing your story. Like, I really appreciate it. I think that it's going to resonate with quite a few people who listen to the show because it just shows that you got to keep going. You got to keep going. So I know that you said a mouthful, right? But what do you have coming down the pike that you can share with us? And how can people get in contact with you? Like, how can they contact you for gigs, get your artwork, get your raps, everything? Like, this is your time to plug yourself. Plug yourself.
Plug it up, baby. So, you know, we go in and out from being New York, Miami, and New Orleans real quick.
Yo, why do we do that though? How did that start? Hey, yo,
I don't know who this is, but it's like a New Yorker that sits in my soul. That's from Miami. That's also from New Orleans. That's
right.
Too. So crazy. So to plug me in, I am right now buying for a 2019 Ford Explorer, all expenses paid trip to Houston. H-Town. I got a whole outfit laid out for it already. So it's a voting type situation. I'm really feeling good about it. All the information is on my Instagram. It's ABL Creations, and it's ABEILLE Creations, and that's ABL Creations. Have a big show. My drums will be debuted on a world tour that I'll announce on my Instagram. I can't talk about it now, but Thursday is on and popping. Have that going on. Jesus. Homecoming, I'll be on a couple of panels down there. So all my rattlers, be on the lookout for those. And honestly, I don't know what God about to do, to be honest. Like, it's just like today's Saturday. I still got time for God to give me a crazy call. Like, that's just how my life is. So I say stay tuned because great, big, huge things are happening. I'm working with a lot of brands. Art Basel is going to be crazy.
Yep.
Down in Miami. So that's how I end my year every year. And then I need to head down to Kenya or to Egypt. I need to go put my feet in the motherland soil. So this is going to be an interesting last 3 months of the year. I'm excited about it. I'm just grateful that I could be a part of your gift. We can share our gifts, give each other platforms.
Absolutely.
To see where God has brought us from, even from undergrad to finding our adult ways through life, owning who we are, being okay with our gifts and being outlandish Tauruses in this world. And now to see what's to come, like the sky isn't even the limit. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And I'm a believer of saying what you want and believing.
Period.
Believing that you deserve to have it and believing that you will get it.
Unwavering.
Nothing can stop you from getting it. Nothing.
Unwavering.
So shout out to you, sis. Shout out to you. Before I close the show, just want to go ahead because I love music.
Yes.
I love music. And we mentioned this artist earlier briefly, but I just want to tell everybody what's in my beast this week.
Yes.
Apparently, like I mentioned earlier, apparently Kanye and Chance the Rapper are coming out with a dual album. And not apparently, because Kanye's been, teasing the album on his Instagram. And so I'm excited to see what happens because I love Chance. I think Chance is a great entertainer. He's a great musician and great
Yeah.
artist. And a couple of weeks ago, he dropped this song called "I Might Need Security."
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically, it's a very telling song. Basically, he's coming at everybody who is either a bigot, a racist, or anything of the like, and just letting people know, listen, we're not sitting around no more. Okay, Black lives do matter. If you are crooked, you got to go. If you're a racist, you got to go. So I love the song. I love the message, and I hope, I'm thinking that this is going to be the tone of the album that he has coming out with Kanye. So y'all check it out. You know, I never steer you wrong. This is "I Might Need Security." So yeah, in this place, I just slide the music in afterwards. You was waiting. Right. Google be hating. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna play it, because Google be like, hey bitch, you don't own the rights to that. I know.
Oh yeah, that turns the whole thing. Yeah.
So yes, that was "I Might Need Security" by my guy Chance the Rapper. Such a young dude, but doing so much good in the in the world and in his city of Chicago. So shout out to him, and I'm hoping that he rubs off on Ye. You know, becomes a good influence on Ye. I don't know.
Been there for a long time. I just don't.
He's a grown ass man, so
I don't think
that's not gonna happen. He's in his 40s. So yeah. That's what's in my beats this week. Oh my God, Melissa Mitchell. Yes. I remember the first time I met you, dog.
I probably had on pink. Was it cow print, leopard?
It was leopard. I think it was leopard. It may have been leopard or pink, but you was over at the Scholarship House. You know, I ain't gonna say why you was at the Scholarship House.
Soliciting people for the Lord.
But you hanging out, and I was like, "Where you from?" Miami, and we just clicked. We clicked. You know, although we had different interests at fam, you know, shout out.
It is what it is.
Fade out for unity. It's all you.
Sorority incorporated. Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, the baddest. But it was always love and always respect. Yeah. Like, I think a lot of people think, oh, okay, the Deltas in the case, they hate each other. Some do.
Like, real good friends.
Like, a lot of us love each other.
The more, I mean, of course, my sorority supports me, but like, my supporters are like, I'm over there kicking it with the Deltas at when they were down here for the Out Day.
Yeah,
like, they're like, oh my gosh, my sister, like, I was like, yeah, we're like friends, like
that's the homie right there. Like
in pictures with y'all, you know, y'all do your diamond, your pyramid, whatever it's called. I'll come over there later, you know. But
it's cool, it's cool. Oh, so you guys are over there skiing? Okay, cool. I'll be back.
I'll wait. Yeah,
I'll let y'all having a meeting. All right, cool. But no, I love that we can all support each other. I know I love the growth that many of us have seen, and I just love that we all understand, hey man, it's bigger than all of this other stuff that we was doing in undergrad. It's like, funny, bruh. Come on, like, what's up? What you doing? Like you said, Lauren called you. That's my line sister.
Yeah, that's my real life friend. Like, I talk to her every day.
Every day. Like, listen, it's all love. So speaking of love, you know, thank you for coming on the show and sharing your story. I can't thank you enough. I know we had been talking about this for a while, but I was like,
it's all in God's timing.
Let me get Mel now before she out here just kicking like, yo, Irene, talk to my assistant. You said what now?
Whoa.
You know, I'm sensitive. Like, wait, you want me to do what?
Oh yeah, I'm not speaking out. It's
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
No, I will show up to your house. So don't. Okay. So yeah, but thank you for taking time out of your Saturday morning. I know we're both busy and got to get to it. Yes. But thank you for chopping it up.
Absolutely. Well, we'll talk soon, and more good news to come. And it's melissamitchell.com if you want to just get on the website.
Absolutely.
ABL Creations, ABEILLE Creations on Instagram.
Yeah. So in true FSG fashion, Mel, tell the people bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Yo, sis, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
All righty.
All right. I'll holler at you.
True.
Bye.
We hanging out?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
no, I didn't know if that was like the extra. I was like,
no,